There's no way that LeBron James should even be in the same category when you talk about NBA MVP with James Harden. We back at the Boxing Clinic and more. Your boy CJ Goodfellow. Y'all know we do more than boxing. We do everything. We cover the board. If you're new to the channel, take a listen and and we're gonna ride out. But man, LeBron is in the East, man, and Shannon Sharp was celebrating yesterday because he beat the Raptors. I mean, what's new? He's been beating them for years. They've been coming up short for years. I mean, they glorified shit that ain't need to be glorified no more. Anybody in the East that he beat, I mean, it's not news. It's not news. I mean, Philadelphia is not there yet. Obviously, Boston is dealing with injuries. First game of the season with Gordon Hayward. I mean, the Raptors are the Raptors. I mean, at the end of the day, it's no threat over there. There's no threat. All the gorillas is in the West. And if you on top of the West and you got the number one record in the West, we talking about regular season MVP, you the best player on the best team in the NBA, in the best conference in the NBA, what more can you say? Chef Harden, man. He cooking up. Dominated Portland the other day. When it comes to the playoffs, that's a different conversation right there. But how can you just say LeBron? When LeBron has been up and down this whole season. People forget the lows that the Cavaliers had this season. Now he's coming on late. Oh, LeBron. I mean, it's a regular season in a whole. James Harden, managing injuries, has been more consistent over the regular season. Period. It ain't been it's Isaiah Thomas' fault. Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson ain't been that good. I mean, when LeBron go west, he get that ass tapped. Minnesota beat him. I mean, Golden State been beating that ass all year, right? I believe Houston beat him. They did beat Oklahoma City when they first got Jordan Clarkson, and Larry Nance and the crew. But I mean, I'll give them that. I mean, I don't see Oklahoma City Thunder as a legitimate threat. Didn't San Antonio bend them over and whoop them too? A team that's barely vying for a playoff spot. Didn't the Lakers beat them? Maybe I'm wrong on that. That's what I'm talking about. People look at they talk about LeBron when he do what he supposed to do and glorify it like it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing that has been done before. When Jordan was, I hate to bring in Jordan in this conversation. When Michael Jordan was playing, we wasn't glorifying what he was doing in the regular season, unless it's when they broke the regular season record, 95, 96 Bulls. Other than that, wasn't nobody glorifying what he was doing in the regular season. The real talk for Michael Jordan ain't come into the playoffs. And for both of these guys, that's a totally different conversation when you talk about the playoffs. James Harden is one of the biggest choke jobs in playoff history. We remember when he was with Oklahoma City. He did not even show up in that Miami series. Then 2 years with Golden State back-to-back, I believe. Then last year, he lost to the San Antonio Spurs in 6 games without Kawhi Leonard playing. Didn't even show up. And that's why Chris Paul is very, very vital to that team in the playoffs. But can you depend on the Chris Paul when he always known to get injured at the most vital points, most important parts? Like I said, that can be a whole different video talking about these guys in the playoffs. We know LeBron ain't got nothing. Nobody got nothing in the East for him. Ain't nobody got nothing in the East for LeBron James. You might as well just put him in the NBA Finals unless it's gonna be an injury. Already, but we already know what's gonna happen. We go to the finals. Whoever he play in the West, he losing to. That's just factual. And people gonna say, "Oh, you went to 8 straight finals." Who cares how many finals you went to? Nobody's measured on greatness by making it there. You measured on greatness by winning it. And he hasn't won it. Well, he had to fight. I don't care what type of teams he had to play. Jordan found a way to win. And the reason the Cavalier team couldn't beat Golden State Warriors, it wasn't because they was outgunned or didn't have the talent. That wasn't the fact of that. The fact was they don't defend. Kevin Love don't defend. Kyrie didn't defend. LeBron didn't defend. They don't defend. You look at that Bulls team, Rodman defended. Jordan was a great defender. LeBron was atrocious defending last finals. They shot like 60+% on him. Jordan defended. Scottie defended. Everybody defended for the Bulls. So when they talk about those hypothetical matchups with the Warriors and stuff like that, just know they defended. They could pick you up 90 feet and defend you the whole way there. Two of the three probably top 3 defenders of all time. Especially when you say perimeter. Dennis Rodman, especially when he was young, but he was more of a low post defender when he was with the Bulls. Scottie Pippen may be the greatest perimeter defender of all time, followed by Michael Jordan. That's why you get those Colin Hurds and you get the Nick Rice, you get the Stephen A. Smith who don't really know shit about basketball. everybody looking at it from a offensive standpoint. It's a two-way game. Jordan won slam dunk champion, All-Star MVP, defensive MVP, Player of the Year, MVP, all in 1 year. First team All NBA. I mean, who else doing shit like that? But back to the topic of conversation. We talking about regular season MVP is James Harden. Best record in the league, best record in the best conference in the league, the deepest conference. He ain't cherry walking or cherry picking or cake walking all through the regular season. Imagine the Rockets in the West, in the East. Them niggas might be undefeated. So degree of difficulty goes to James Harden. His stats, his team impact. James Harden is the MVP. It's not even. It should be unanimous in my opinion. You know, LeBron James, they just ride him just to ride him to try to put him in the same conversation as Jordan. James Harden is the MVP hands down. It's not close in my opinion. Give it up for Harden. We gone.